Hello students, welcome to my channel. Dear students, I am again here with a very useful topic, subject verb agreement. In my previous video, I had told you about subject verb agreement and explained some rules to make you understand about the correct use of verb. I hope you have watched part 1. If you have not watched, please watch that part to understand this part properly. Dear students, today I am going to discuss the remaining rules of subject verb agreement. So let us start. Dear students, 11 rules had already been explained in part 1. Now I am explaining rule number 12. Some nouns are singular in form but plural in meaning. We use plural form with them, such as cattle, people. See the examples. The cattle are grazing in the field. Here, cattle means animals. Animals are grazing in the field. Here, the cattle noun is singular in form but plural in meaning. The people are shouting at the thief. Here, people, this noun is singular in form but it is plural in meaning. So we have used plural verb. See the next. One of is always followed by a plural noun but singular verb. Here see, one of my friends is a doctor. One of our sentence starts with one of. After that we have used plural noun but we have used singular verb. How? Dear students, this is what we have to learn in subject verb agreement. We have to find out the actual subject. The verb must agree with its actual subject. Here actual subject is one friend, not friends. This sentence means one of my friends is a doctor. It means that you have so many friends, but out of them, one is a doctor. Your one friend is a doctor. Not all friends are doctor. One friend is doctor. So our verb with agree that one friend. It means one of my friend means one of your friend. You have so many friends, but out of them one is a doctor. So our verb will agree with one friend. So we have used singular verb. Similarly, one of his poems has been published. Here he has written so many poems, but his one poem will be published. So verb will be singular. His one of his poems has been published. It means his one poem has been published, not all poems. One poem. So our verb will agree with the one poem, not all poems. So we will use has, not have. Similarly, one of your sister is coming. Suppose you have so many sisters, you have 3, 4 or 5 sisters, but one sister is coming. So we have used singular verb. Our verb will agree with one sister, not all sisters. One of your sister is coming means you have so many sisters and one sister is coming. So we will use singular verb. I think it is clear. Let us see the next. Now rule number 13. See, we use singular form with a pair of. See the examples. A pair of shoes is lying under the table. Here shoes, it is a plural noun but we have used singular verb because we have used a pair of before this plural noun. Again, a pair of scissors is lying on the table. Scissors, again plural noun. We have used singular verb because we will go with a pair of, not with this plural noun. A pair of trousers is not enough for me. Here we will go with a pair of, not with trousers. Trousers is a plural noun but we will see a pair of, not trousers. We will use singular verb. But if we omit a pair of and only use the plural nouns pants, shorts, scissors, trousers, shoes, socks, etc., we use plural verb. See how my shoes are lying under the table. Here with shoes, it is plural, we have used plural verb. But before that with shoes we have used, here we have used singular verb. We have used here singular verb because we will go with a pair of. Here we have omitted. Here we have omitted a pair of, so we will go with plural verb. After that, these scissors are meant to cut only paper. Here again we have used plural verb because we have not used a pair of. Again, the scissors are lying on the table. Again, my trousers are too long. So dear students, when we use a pair of with plural nouns, we will use singular verb. But when we use only these plural nouns, we will use plural verb. If we omit a pair of, then we use plural noun, and after that with these plural nouns we will use plural verb. I think it is clear. Let us proceed. Now rule number 14. Nouns denoting particular weight, measurement, volume, distance, length, amount of money, quantity, time, carry singular verb with when they are considered as a unit, when they are considered whole. See example, 50 kilometers is a long distance to cover on foot. So we will go with 50 kilometer, we will take it whole. We will take it as a unit, not 50. Not go with 50 or not go with this as kilometers. We will take it one unit. If you want to walk or you want to go by any car, so we are talking about the distance of 15 kilometer. 50 kilometer, not we will not go with as or this 50. We will use singular verb. We will take it as a unit. We will take it as whole. 2 kilograms of sugar is enough for the sweet. Here again, we will take it as a unit. 10 liters of petrol was consumed. 10 rupees is a very small amount. 100 rupees is a big amount. We will take it as amount of money. 60 years is now an average age. We will take it as time. After that, 2 cups of milk is needed for this recipe. So we will take all these nouns as a singular unit and we will use singular verb with them. Let us see the next. With much, more, little and less, they always carry singular verb. These words are used for quantity. For uncountable, we use singular verb with them. For example, much of my anxiety is over. Here anxiety, uncountable, and we have used much, so we will use singular. More than half of the work has been done. Again, we have used more. Little has been achieved so far. Again, we will use singular verb with little. Less of my time is now wasted on attending the phone calls. Again, here we have used singular verb with time and there is a word less. So with much, more, little or less, we always use singular verb with them. Let us see the next. Rule number 16. Now we will talk about the collective nouns. Collective nouns, if there is one collective noun and after that it is of, and after that we will use plural noun and we will use singular verb. See the example. Here a bunch of keys is lying under the pillow. Here we will not go with keys. This is the confusion in subject verb agreement. Some students see that it is keys, it is plural, so they write here are or were. They use plural verb here. But we will go with collective noun bunch. We will see the collective noun bunch. We will not see keys. So we will use with bunch, we will use is singular verb. Similarly, a group of students is coming. Here there are students, but we will not go with students. We will go with group. We will go with collective noun. With collective noun we use singular verb. Again, a herd of cattle. Cattle I have explained, animals. Here we will not go with cattle word. We will go with herd. After that, a team of players is coming. We will go with team, not with players. अगर if you will go with players, you will use plural verb are or were, but you have to go with collective noun team. With team we will use singular verb. So a series of lectures was delivered on the environment pollution. Here we will go with a series, not with lectures. So we will use singular verb. So we have to keep in mind when there is a collective noun and after collective noun there is of, you will find plural nouns after that, and but you have to use singular verb. You will go with collective noun, you will not go with plural noun. You will go with collective noun, you will not go with plural nouns. So let us see the next. Rule number 17. See, it is about collective nouns. If collective nouns are considered as a whole, we use singular verb, and collective nouns when we think of its members individually, then we use plural verb. How? See the examples. The committee has selected its president. Here, committee is considered as a unit, as a whole. So we have used singular verb has. But the committee were divided in their opinion. Here the committee members of committee. We are thinking about the members of committee, so we will use plural verb. How will you recognize? See here, the committee has selected its. Here it is showing singular. So you will understand that we are talking about the single unit as a whole because we have used its, but there the committee were divided in there. Here there it is showing plural. When you will see here there, that time you will understand that we are talking about the members of the committee because we have used there for them. So in this way you can understand that we are talking about as a single unit, as a whole, or as a individual. So after that, see, the jury has 4 members. Again, jury, it is of 4 members. So we are talking the whole jury. And here, the jury have different opinions. Suppose there were 4 members, that all members have different opinion. So we considered it plural verb. We will use plural verb. The mob was gathered to protest. The mob means so many people, crowd. When that crowd is gathered anywhere, so it means their aim was same, their aim is same. So it is showing as a whole, mob as a single unit, and here the mob was scattered in all directions. Scattered means spread. So some are going this side and some that. So it is showing different members of the mob, different people of the mob. So we will use plural verb were. Again, the high gentry is sitting on the chairs. Here the members of the high gentry are sitting on the chair. They are showing members and they are showing single whole unit. As a whole, we are considered the gentry as a whole. The couple is sitting in the garden. Couple means 2 people, but we will take it as a whole, as a single unit. We have used is, but here there are 2 people. Suppose there are husband and wife. So one is going other side and another is going other side. So here the couple are taking separate cars to work today. So they are going separately with their cars. So we are talking about different 2 people. So we have used plural verb. I think it is clear. Let us see the next. Rule number 18 here. A number of means many. When we use a number of, it means many. We are talking about many. And when we use the number of, it means the exact number. See the example. A number of people in the village are still poor. A number of means many people in the village are still poor. So with many, you know very well, we use are. The number of suicide cases has increased. So exact number of cases. We will go with number, not with cases. So we have used singular verb. The number of poor people living in this area is less than that area. So we are talking about number of poor people. So we will use singular verb, exact number. A number of students, when a number of means many students, you know very well, we use plural verb. Many students are taking part in the competition. So always keep in mind, when there is a number of, then we use plural verb, and when there is the number of, it means the exact number, so we will use singular verb with the number of. Let us see the next. Rule number 19, relative pronouns as a subject. See, when the subject of a verb is a relative pronoun, it means who, which or that, then the verb agrees with its antecedent of the relative pronoun. How? Let us see. If antecedent is singular, antecedent means the noun which comes before. So antecedent singular, if it is singular, then we will use singular verb. If the antecedent is plural, then we will use plural verb. How? See with the examples. It is Ram who. It is relative pronoun. So before this relative pronoun, this is called antecedent. Ram. Ram is antecedent. So we will go with Ram. Ram is. It is Ram who is knocking at the door. So when there is any relative pronoun, we will use it, we will see its antecedent, the noun that comes before it, exactly before it. So we will go with that. Ram is. We will use singular because Ram is singular. We have used singular verb. It is I who am to blame. Here who, it is relative pronoun. We will go with antecedent. Antecedent is I के साथ हम we will use am. I के साथ हम am का use करते हैं. So we will go with I. It is I is the antecedent of this relative pronoun. Let us see the next. I am the person who has saved you. Here who, it is relative pronoun. Before this is person, we will go with person. After that we will use singular. Similarly, she watered the plants that were growing in the garden. That is relative pronoun. Said before that there are plants, we will go with plants. Plants, we will use plural verb for. Okay, so when there is relative pronoun as a subject, we will go with the antecedent, and antecedent means noun that is used before that relative pronoun. So we will go with that noun. If it is singular, we will use singular verb. If it is plural, we will use plural verb. So let us see the next. Some nouns are always used in singular, so we use singular verb. For example, furniture, stationery, food, advice, weather, luggage, crockery, clothing, cutlery, hair, land, scenery, etc. So these are always considered singular and we use singular verb. How? This furniture is new. Here furniture, we will use singular. Your luggage is heavy. There may be so many things in luggage, but we will consider it one. Singular is. Weather is pleasant. Advice. His advice is good. Her hair has turned grey now. Here, well, so many here are there, but we will use singular verb. The scenery is beautiful. Scenery may have so many plants, flowers, or animals, or atmosphere, but we will go with scenery as a whole and we will use singular verb. So let us see the next. Let us see rule number 21 here. Adjectives used as nouns are considered plural. See the examples. The poor are to be helped. Here poor, it is an adjective, but we have used it as a noun. So when adjectives are used as a noun, as nouns, we use plural verb. So we have used plural verb. The efficient, it means all the efficient are what this country needs. Efficient is also an adjective, and we have used it as a noun. The rich are making merry. Again, rich. It is considered plural. It is an adjective, but we have used it as a noun, so we will use plural verb. The best means all the best. The best do not lack integrity. The pious, all the pious people are loved by God. So, dear students, these poor, efficient, rich, best, and pious, these are adjectives, but we have used these adjectives as a noun according to your rule. When we use adjectives as a noun, when we use adjectives as nouns, we use plural verb. We consider them plural and we use plural verb. So let us see the next. Let us see rule number 22. This is what that confuses you a lot. I will make it clear. See the difference between neither of and none of. Neither of means no one from two. It shows two. And none of means no one more than two. It may be 3, 4, 10, or more than 10. So here see, neither of his four sons look after him. It is an incorrect sentence because I have told you neither of means no one from two. But here there are four sons. But if there is more than two persons are there, then we will use none of. None of means no one of four sons. So none of his four sons look after him. It is correct sentence. So let us see the next. Both of them did not take the exams. It is incorrect. We will use because we are talking about two. So we will write neither. Neither of them took the exams. It means दोनों में से किसी ने भी एग्जाम नहीं दिया. No one out of two. No one of them took the exams. It means neither of them took the exams. Now the difference between either of and one of. Either of means one out of two, and one of means one out of more than two. See the examples. Either of five members is at fault. There are five members, so we can't use either of because either of is used for one out of two. But here the persons are more than one. There are five members, so we will use one of the five members is at fault. So we will use one of instead of either of. Let us see the next. So let us see rule number 23. If a gerund or an infinitive comes as a subject, the verb will always be singular. So we will use singular verb. See the examples. Swimming is a good exercise. Here, swimming, it is a verbal noun. It is a gerund. So we will use singular verb. Walking, it is also a gerund and we will use singular verb. Is a good habit. To forgive is divine. Here to forgive, it is not a verb. It is a noun. Here it is verbal noun. So we will use singular verb. To err is human. It is also a noun. So we will use singular verb. So let us see the next. Let us see rule number 24. None is a singular subject when it is used alone. When it is used with the prepositional phrase starting with of, subject can be both singular or plural. How? See, at first we will use none, after that of the prepositional phrase, after that singular noun. If there is singular noun, we will use singular verb. Similarly, we will use none at first, after that of the phrase, after that plural noun, and when there is plural noun, we will use plural verb. How? See the examples. None of the teacher here we have used none, after that we have used of the phrase, after that we have used teacher. It is singular, so we have used singular verb. Wants failure for students. Similarly, none of the, we have used none, after that of the, then students. It is plural, then we will use plural verb. Wants to fail. None of the bottles, it is plural, so we will use plural are. clean enough to keep water. Similarly, none of the bottle, here bottle is singular, we will use singular, is clean. Here bottles, it is plural, we have used plural verb. Here it is singular, we have used singular verb. Similarly, here teacher is singular, we have used singular verb. Here teacher, students, it is plural, we have used plural verb. I think it is clear. So dear students, it is all about the subject verb agreement. So thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel and keep watching my channel for my upcoming videos. Thank you.